Well, somebody better get down there and explain offside to her.
Yeah, I know. Can you leave that? Female linesman. That's exactly what I said. What do the offside do?
Of course they don't. I can guarantee you there'll be a big one today. Kenny will go potty. This is not the first time, is it? Didn't we have one before?
Yeah.
Wendy Toms.
Wendy Toms or something like that, yeah.
The game's gone mad. The charming Karen Brady this morning complaining about sexism. Yeah, do me a favour, love.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they got her from? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? But you know I'm yours, and I know you're mine. Just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. Don't you ever fear, I'm always there. I know that you will. Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slit. You need a guardian, and you know I'm yours, and I know you're mine. With you, I know just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Bang, bang, knock on the door. Another big bang, you're down on the floor. Oh no, what do? Don't look now, but that's my shit. I can't run and I can't kick. What's the matter, babe? I'm feeling sick. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter, you? What's the matter, babe? I'm feeling blue.
It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Yeah, now we're talking. Come on, Rob Hughes. Rob Hughes has. This is the first time I've heard this. This is fantastic. He's emailed in. Iain, I loved the Ananda Shankar sitar psychedelic pop track that you played on Wednesday's show, but I also love the listeners' Ghostbusters themes. Ananda Shankar, Ghostbusters, Ananda Shankar, Ghostbusters, but which one is better? If only there was a way to combine the two. Stick this on your hotkey. Dear listener, yes, I did. Terribly. The whole family had it. And I managed to fight it off all weekend. Then I was about to go on this morning, yesterday. Well, I fair near pooped myself. But every every time I mention this bug to someone, everyone goes, "Oh yeah, I've had that. Oh, my mate said that." So what I want to do? Hello, Eloise. You're right. You're on 4. Don't forget. What I want to do is I want to trace this bug. I was off because I had a bug, but people were thinking I had the sack. For goodness sakes, calm down. One day. No, one day it will happen, but not today. Maybe in February. Can we trace this bug all around the country? Because I've had it, my wife's had it, my baby's had it. My in-laws came round for like 30 minutes on Sunday, and my wife had it, and I was fine. They didn't even speak to her. They left. The next day, they had it as well. My nephew in South London has got it. Everybody has got the bug. Let's see if we can trace the bug. This is a good version of the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, did it start with anything?
I've asked them to send one without anything at the top, because this is really good. I like this.
What, it did start with something?
It had a little something.
And you don't want anything at the top?
No,
you just want
I'm
it
going to use this as a bed, yeah. This is good. This is nice, this. I like this. How are you, Eloise?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, did you get dumped by a boy again?
No.
No, a girl?
No,
Oh.
it's not happened in a long time.
Oh, laughing, but it's funny. It's funny, that's why I'm laughing.
No, right, it was someone's birthday and I got dragged to this nightclub.
Yes.
And I didn't even get in there because there was a massive queue.
Oh, Jesus.
Until 1 a.m.
Oh, man alive.
I wasn't drinking as well.
No, that makes it worse.
That's been good.
Yeah.
And just to make it worthwhile, because it was 20 quid to get in, to make it worthwhile, I stayed until 4:30.
So hang on, you were queuing you didn't get until 1 o'clock?
No. But I was so... Because I had...
Why would you do that?
Because I was in the queue. I had like a wrestle with myself, like, can I just move, shall I get out of the queue? No, I've already been queuing for like half an hour, it can't be that longer.
This is what we're doing. So how long were you queuing for in total?
40 minutes.
This is you've opened up the show tonight with the topic, what's the longest queue you've been in? I don't mean, well, in terms of length or indeed in terms of time. 0330 123 1215. First of all, I haven't been to a nightclub for 14 years.
They're awful.
Well, they were awful then. And I never really went. I went when I was like about 17, 18, because it was like, well, this is going to be a cool thing to do. And it was rubbish. And then I didn't go for a while. And then kind of when I was at university, I went with a girl who was a little bit of a raver. Popping the pills. She was popping pills like nobody's business. And so we went to like clubs and I believe you call them raves and stuff.
Frightened me.
Frightened me. I went to like a rave, not an illegal one, but it was in a warehouse. I was so out of place. I was so out of place in there. It was horrible.
Yeah,
I liked the chill out room where they showed like silent films.
Oh, that didn't exist here. Every room had a different DJ and it was all...
it was horrible. And you got all these like... all these people. Do people still take drugs at these places?
Yeah.
And they're all like gurning. And for a while, everyone's looking sexy.
And it's all out and about. It's well public.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it legal now?
It is. Yeah.
There you go. In my day, it was illegal. We had to do it sneakily. Awful. I hated nightclubs.
They didn't even search you.
Really?
No.
They would have searched blokes
holding
though.
out my bag out. No, they didn't.
Really?
Didn't at all.
You kids have got it too easy. That was all part of the fun, was having to sneak around and, take... Not that I ever did. Well, I did. And take tablets without being seen and then realising you've been sold a dud. So, we're asking, what's the longest queue you've ever been in? Did we just say that on the radio? Yes, we did. OK, it's fine.
You did.
I said we'll get sacked in February. Maybe it'll be the end of January. So, who had the bug? The longest queue you've ever been in. Now, on Thursday, we are having the world premiere. This bed is brilliant because it goes on forever as well.
Yeah, that's what we need. It needs to be at least 8 minutes long.
Well, it's about 5.5. We're having the world premiere of a brand new theatrical experience, the Iain Lee show, The Play. Oh, that's good. The Play is taking place. Now, Eloise, I'll be honest, I sent it to you today. I'm guessing you've read it?
Yeah.
You've not said anything...
Oh, no, I haven't read it. I printed it. I read just for the sound effects.
Hang on a minute. So first of all, I say you've read it, and you say yes, and then when I say well, you've not said anything, no, I've not read it.
It was just a reflex answer.
Reflex?
No, I've not read it yet. I've scanned through it for sound effects to see what order they come in. So
I've written at the end. At the end, it's all written in order.
Oh, is that in order?
Yeah.
It doesn't appear to be.
It is.
Oh,
I've missed some out there. Well, it's in order, but so if you don't like it. You can say it, you don't like it, and I will not be very offended. I'll be a little bit offended, but not very offended.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read it tomorrow.
Shh. Can you hear static?
Yeah.
Where's that coming from? We're like...
It's just because...
Hang on.
We've got things too loud.
It's your mic. Look.
Oh, so it is. That's weird.
How's your mic kissing? You're on zero gain?
I'll write a little note. Oh,
What, go on, talking to it?
I'll write a little note. It's not my voice that's doing anything. It's just the...
Okay, little note. So it's a play and it's happening on Thursday at 11:30. Do be here. It's an all-star cast. Eloise is in it. You got quite a big part in it.
Have I? I've seen one thing about that. Yeah.
But don't worry, because that sorts itself out.
I've just noticed I've got a rash. Look, can you
That's
see
a
that?
tattoo.
No,
You got
here.
your tattoo of a rash.
Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, no, I can't.
forgot
Actually.
that
Oh, it's like stinging nettles. You need me to wee on it. It has to be a man's urine. We'll calm that
No,
down.
that's jellyfish.
Okay, you need a jellyfish's urine. Anyway, back to the play. This is very important. It's
Yeah.
an all-star cast. It's amazing. We meet God in it. Have you got to that bit?
No, honestly, I haven't read
That
any
bit's
of it.
wicked. It's a little bit rubbish.
Can I just ask?
Please do. Don't give away the plot.
No.
No.
How can we guarantee
Yes.
Rob and Andre phoning in or us phoning and them being there?
Have you posted it to Andre?
Yes.
Okay, because Andre hasn't got an email. Rob from Ponders
He'll
End.
get it tomorrow.
I never thought I'd say this on the radio. Rob from Ponders End, could you call us, please? Because we need to get in touch with you and send you a script.
I need to get his address.
And have Millie and Dave the Killer...
But neither of them have replied to me, but I've sent them the script.
Okay. But I've written... You're in it quite a lot, because you weren't going to be in it very much, and then I thought you'd get stropped. First of all, you weren't in it very much because you're a dyslexic, and I thought you might go, I can't read this. And then I thought I better put you in because you're going, you only not put me in because you hate me and you're dyslexic and you're sexist, Richard Keys, and you bum that Richard Keys and Andy Gray. So I've put you in so that I can't be sacked for sexism.
Okay.
And you have a very healthy part.
Why weren't you going to put me in, though, in the first place?
Because you're dyslexic.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
Would have slowed things down a bit. I'd have had to stop and tell you what it was.
Well,
Read it, you were
there's
reading.
different forms of dyslexia.
Which
I
one
can
have-
read quite well. It's just I can't spell or...
There's a bit in it you have to spell.
Really?
No. But I've made one fatal error. I've written a character that we haven't cast yet, okay?
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have, because Watco doesn't want to...
I saw
He can't
that.
do that. There is a bit... It's one speech, okay? It's a very important speech because it sets up the whole journey. Basically, if you can do a Northern Irish accent... 0330 1215. We need you to call in. And if you're free on Thursday at 11:30, don't come in. It's going to be on the phone. And you must have an email so we can email it to you. We need you to be able to do a Northern Irish accent. And preferably, it will be someone actually doing a Northern Irish accent, not someone from Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Because then it's more like acting. And what I should have done, of course, and the next play we do is... We have got Andre and Robin playing themselves. The next play we do, we'll have actors playing them.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, of course, what we should have done. But it's too late now. This machine is in... if I want to get funding to take this to the West End, then it has to carry on. It's going to be brilliant. I've got no idea how long it lasts. It's 10 pages. What's that? A couple of minutes? With sound effects.
Yeah, maybe like...
With sound effects, 3 minutes?
Yeah, maybe like 5.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
okay.
I printed it on posh paper.
Wicked. I'm well excited. It should be fun. So we need you, if you can do a Northern Irish accent, then call in. And also, I am thinking, I'm feeling very spiritually void again. And, I had a terrible row in John Lewis today. Terrible row. But £25 worth of vouchers went missing. Now, I'm not in any way saying, and I kept saying, I'm not saying to the lady, I'm not saying you stole it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it's gone missing. What could have happened is I may have miscounted it. That's another thing that could have happened. I didn't want to admit that in the shop, but I'm sure I
Did you
didn't.
get more from one person?
Yeah, some were from my mum and some were from a friend.
Why don't you ask them how much each of them gave
Oh, I know
you?
exactly how much. I know exactly. There was. I counted out the money. I counted out £150 worth of vouchers.
Right.
And then she went, "Okay, you've given us £125." I said, "No, I've given you 150." 120. She counted it, and I was like, then it escalated, and then the woman in the queue next to us started laughing.
So annoying.
Actually laughing. I was furious.
That's
right?
rude.
Actually laughing to the point where I turned around and I said, "I'm sorry, love. Is something funny?"
You call her love?
No, actually, I called her... what did I call her? I was very polite. I was sarcastically polite. I think I called her madam.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry, madam, is something amusing you? She went, how angry can you get? I said, I can get a lot angrier now that you're laughing at me, all right? You're making the situation a lot worse. And then she had the tenacity. Thank you. To say, I was laughing at something...
Audacity.
To say, I was laughing at something else. You know when people go, I was laughing at a joke
So
I remembered.
rude. Also, the first time
Silly
she didn't
cow.
even deny it, so now
Silly
she
cow.
denies it when you get angry.
And all the time, my wife was shrinking. to the size of I could have put her in my pocket and ran out the shop with her because she was just going, oh, for God's sake, shut up. Oh, for God's sake, shut up.
It's good cop, bad cop, though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have worked if there was two angries.
She didn't really do a good cop either. She kind of just did a quiet, embarrassed cop. So, it was a stressful day. And it's made me think, and this has been suggested to me by people before, I might go away to a retreat, a monastery for a weekend.
A monastery?
Yeah. Not to, like, pray to Jesus and stuff like that, because that would be silly, because I don't believe. But just to, like, you go to a monastery sometimes where it's, like, silence. I just looked at a Buddhist one online where you go and meditate.
When you said that, I automatically thought Buddhist anyway.
Yeah, it could be Buddhist, could be I don't know. So, dear listener, if you have been on a spiritual retreat to a monastery or something for a weekend, 0330 I know it's asking a lot of listeners to Absolute Radio.
Those things, though, sometimes they can get you thinking too much, if you know what I mean.
I love you, Eloise. You're brilliant.
You know what? No, you think I'm just saying that in a dumb way.
No,
but
go on,
what
go on.
I mean is that...
by the way, it's nice hour, so I would never think of you in a dumb way. Not until midnight.
For instance,
Yes.
I can't sleep at night because I have too many things going around in my head. Even if I write them down... I'm still going over the semantics of what I need to do and how I need to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're left alone with nothing but your thoughts...
You'd go mad.
You'll go mad. You'll come back
you'd kill
worse,
yourself.
Ian. I think you need to go on a boot camp.
Oh, I couldn't go on a boot camp. I couldn't do anything. Like a weekend where you just eat vegetarian food, drink tea and don't say anything. Oh, it sounds perfect. It sounds perfect. I had the worst nightmares last night. Horrible, horrible nightmares. I lost my 5-year-old nephew at my birthday party in Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam!
They were cooking babies. Ooh. It was really upsetting, and I kept waking up and going, oh, I'm going to go back to sleep now, and this dream will be good, and then having an even more upsetting dream. And I woke up and I told my wife, and she laughed. A lot of people laughing at me today when I didn't want laughter. I wanted sympathy and empathy.
The worst dream I've ever had is when my mum's dying.
Oh,
It's
God.
horrible.
Oh, God.
And then I can't stop thinking about anything after that then.
I do like dreams where I wake up crying, though.
No, they're... horrible. Why? That's weird.
It's romantic. I mean, the funny bit, I forgot. I've had a day I've forgotten how to do the radio a little bit.
It's probably a good thing.
Maybe, because I wasn't very good at it. Anyway, listen, I've told you loads of things I want you to call in about. Call in and let's be done with it. 0330 123 1215. Lily Allen, singing one of her songs. Thank you.
He treats me with respect. He says he loves me all the time. He calls me 15 times a day. He likes to make sure that I'm fine. You know, I've never met a man who's made me feel quite so secure. He's not like all them other boys. They're all so dumb and immature. There's just one thing that's getting in the way. When we go up to bed, you're just not good. It's such a shame. I look into your eyes. I want to get to know you. And then you make this noise and it's apparent it's all over. Pretty damn hard done by. I spent ages giving. Then I remember all the nice things that you've ever said to me. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe you're the one for me. There's just one thing that's getting in the way. When we go up to bed, you're just not good. It's such a shame. I look into your eyes. I want to get to know you. And then you make this noise and it's apparent it's all over. It's not fair. Scream.
just had one of the most exciting emails ever. I shall read it to you after this.
Do you want to listen to a bit more Absolute Radio? I know I do. Jeff Lloyd's Hometown Show on Absolute Radio will soon be crossing the Atlantic to New York City to celebrate the brand new TV channel Sky Atlantic. And they only want you to join them.
Sky Atlantic is no ordinary channel. It's the home of HBO, and all Sky TV customers can enjoy some of the most hotly anticipated shows, from great new epics like crime drama Boardwalk Empire to the new series of Entourage and classics like The Sopranos.
Tell us a great story about why we should choose you at absoluteradio.co.uk. And you could be on your way across the Atlantic to join Jeff and the team in New York City.
Thanks to Sky Atlantic, launching on February the 1st. Let the stories begin.
Absolute Radio.
It's not my fault, it was somebody else. I was standing at work when it fell off the shelf. A great big box knocked me straight on the floor, and I couldn't get up anymore.
If you've been injured in an accident at work that wasn't your fault, call BGR Bloomer on 0800 1 777 999 because you could get compensation. BGR Bloomer 0800 1 777 999.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Eloise is taking a phone call. When she's finished taking that phone call, I'm going to ask her to put her microphone up, because every now and then we get sent an email that you think, we get sent a lot of rubbish on the emails, a lot of abuse, a lot of sexy ladies wanting to sleep with me. Sorry, girls, it just can't happen while I have this wedding ring on my finger. But every now and then, I get sent something that makes me think the world is a sweet, beautiful place. And this email from John Burnham is one of those. I'll talk. Look at Eloise. She's flirting.
All right then, I'll call you straight back.
She's flirting with Ricardo.
Sure.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
What are you flirting with Ricardo for, Eloise?
He's a bit of a weirdo.
I could tell. What's the problem?
I had to try and move him on. He's just taking forever.
Can I read you this email?
Yeah, let me put my headphones on because I can't hear you.
Okay, this is exciting. Okay, this is the subject is mobility scooter race. Okay. Hi, Iain. Don't know if you're doing anything with your listeners this year, but I can get hold of a load of the top-of-the-range mobility scooters if you fancy having a race or maybe an assault course. Let me know. That would be wicked!
What?
You know what mobility scooters are? It's the ones that old people drive around.
Yeah.
Not wheelchairs. It's the proper scooters.
With control on them.
Yeah, be wicked.
Wow.
Should we get a load of them and have a race?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
We'll have a race around Golden Square or something. Wouldn't that be the most wicked? Forget going to New York with Nelson, Annabelle and Jeff. We're going to be racing scooters around Golden Square. Sweet dreams are indeed made of this, my friends. 0330 123 1215. We're looking for someone who's not from Northern Ireland, who can do a Northern Irish accent. What's the longest queue in terms of length and time that you've ever been in? Ever been away on a retreat? And have you had the bug? 0330 123 1215. More of your calls after the Queens and their hit single The One Visions.
One bone, one true religion, one race, one hope, one real decision. Whoa, 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 yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I had a dream when I was young, a dream of sweet illusion, a glimpse of hope and unity, and visions of one sweet union.
Absolute Radio, Eloise is here. The phones have gone mental for some reason. Did I drop a C-bomb or something? I don't know what happened. Let's go to a young lady who calls in quite often, Verinda. Hey, Vinny. E.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Vinny, you're going to be in the play on Thursday evening.
Yeah.
Have you read the script yet?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, just send it now. I'll read it in the morning.
Okay, read it. Now, you can't change any of the script.
Okay.
So don't. You have to stick to the script, because I wrote it.
Okay.
You've got a good character. You're playing some knobhead called Vinny. So you got a good character. Big part.
Yeah, knowing you is probably some gay bloke. Yeah.
Well, knowing you, yeah, probably. What do you think about Andy Gray and the baboon that is Richard Keys?
No, it's actually the other way around. Is Andy Gray is the baboon, and
Richard Keys is the hairiest man in show business, so he's the baboon.
Yeah, but Andy Gray's a bigger idiot then.
Yeah, but Richard Keys has the same amount of hair as a baboon.
Oh, I see. Then okay, he's a baboon then.
Thank you very much. And what does that make Andy Gray?
Just as stupid as a baboon.
As stupid as a baboon, whereas Richard Keys is literally a baboon. What do you think about the situation, Vinny?
Yeah, I suppose he should have got sacked. Really.
Why? Why?
It's not the thing about the linesman. It's the thing what he said before.
What did he say before?
Yeah, well, he said to a co-presenter, a bit off air, "Hey, can you take this down my pants?" Talking about his microphone. "Hey, shout! Can you take this microphone down my pants?" That's what he said.
Did you hear that, Eloise? But the thing is, I could get in trouble because just a few weeks ago, I was saying to Eloise, while she was on the floor, I said, "While you're down there, could you touch my penis?"
Yeah.
So I could get the sack for that now.
Have you ever been sexist, though?
Well, I think saying to a girl who's on the floor, "While you're down there, could you touch my penis?" That could be construed by some hardcore feminists as being quite sexist, yes.
But it's not. Okay, you can say that to a bloke. Does that mean you're sexist then as well?
Does that mean... Well, I'm more likely to be homophobic then, aren't I?
That makes you homophobic. You told a man to touch your penis. That makes you homophobic.
Oh, no, it doesn't, does it? It makes me the opposite of homophobic, which is homosexual. It's confusing, isn't it, Vinny? Have you ever met a girl...
Hello, Dave!
Oh, sorry. Have you ever met a girl that you've spoken to before?
Yeah.
Okay, and were you sexist to her, or did you just dribble?
Dribble, I guess.
From your mouth, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose that makes me sexist.
But the thing is, right, we've all said stuff in this industry where we don't think we're being recorded that is perhaps a little bit inappropriate, maybe sexist, maybe a bit offensive. You
should listen to Talk Sport on drive time because it was one of the best debates I've heard ever, and it was about this.
Oh, really?
I tried to ring in.
I was busy listening to Jeff Lloyd, who's better than like a million Talk Sports. But what were they saying, Vinny? Go on.
Yeah, basically, both of two of the presenters. Saying that he should have got sacked, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But he shouldn't have... I don't know.
I'll tell you what.
Go on, Vinny, you tell me what, my love. Go on, you tell me what.
Anyone who watches Sky Sports doesn't... Most people don't like Andy Gray anyway.
Okay, so that's a good enough reason to sack him, isn't it?
But, okay, another one.
Yep.
There was another bloke, Andy Burton.
Yeah.
He's also on Sky Sports News.
Yeah.
And he said about that lineswoman, she's a bit of a looker, something along that line.
She's on the front page of The Sun today, and I'll be honest with you, Vinny, she's fit.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so some bloke said she's a bit of a looker, and he got suspended as well, that's what I think is stupid.
It does seem to me, when this was all happening yesterday, it does seem that it's been blown a little bit out of proportion. It wasn't said on screen. It wasn't it wasn't meant to be broadcast on Sky. It was a private conversation between two blokes. Can you not do that anymore? Yeah, of course what they said was stupid. It the stupid things that they said, but can two blokes not be stupid anymore?
Yeah, I guess. Another thing is, I noticed listening to talks is blokes were complaining more than the girls.
Oh, yeah, it's that thing, though, isn't it, when you get, like, white middle-class people complaining that Muslims might be offended by something. You know, it's that thing when people think, oh, I should step in and say something, when actually the people that are supposed to be offended probably going, yeah, whatever. Someone said to me, if this is the case, if we're going to sack people who say these sort of things, then all of the loose women should be sacked, because they're always slagging blokes off.
Yeah, they're sexist.
Carol McGiffin's very sexist.
And they do it on air.
They do it on air! On IT, on Button 3! It's a proper channel, not like Sky Sports. I've not even got Sky Sports.
Yes.
Well, that was a discussion, wasn't it, Vinny?
Yes, I think that's probably the longest discussion I've ever had with you.
Well, you've ever had with a human being, ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else, Vinny?
So, keeping on the sports theme, what did you think of Arsenal's win today? You could talk about Man United's win today, coming from 2 goals down and winning 3-2.
I thought it was good footballs.
West Ham are playing tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yeah. You're boring me now, Vinny.
Oh, okay.
Bye. Let's go to Ricardo. Hello, Ricardo.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I've got a bit of a sore throat, but apart from that, I'm fine and dandy, sir.
It's lovely to speak to you again.
It must be.
It's. I'm a long-time listener. I'm a first-time caller.
Okay.
No.
No. No, didn't wash. Didn't wash the first time you did that.
Well.
Yes.
I was just wondering, is there any chance Vinny can maybe replace Andy Gray as far as, commentary is concerned?
Why would you like that?
Because he actually knew a bit of his stuff, as opposed to just being sexist.
Well, let's phone him up and ask him, shall we? Hang on a second.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's phone him up. You talk to him. I won't say anything, right? You talk to him.
Yeah. Still ringing.
Bet he won't answer now.
Nah.
Your call has been forwarded to the...
Let me try him again. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
It's only a radio show. It doesn't matter. Nothing bad.
No, it's fine. How's everything with you, anyway?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Enjoying your fag there, Ricardo?
It's brilliant.
Beautiful. Right, she's not going to answer, so that's that bit of a dead end there.
Yeah, okay. So what about the other two topics today?
Which one would you like to tackle?
I'd like to tackle both of them, please.
Okay, have you had the bug?
I've heard about it, but I haven't had it yet.
Okay. Can you do a Northern Irish accent?
Yes.
Go on then.
What, now?
Yeah, why not?
Well, like, a Northern Irish accent's like, a bit like, mental, like that.
Okay. And have you ever been away to a retreat?
I have once, but you'll have to join the website for that.
Thank you, Ricardo. No idea what that means. No idea. We've got Dean, other Dean, and Steve in the Isle of Man are going to have a Northern Irish accent off after Noah and the Whale.
Lisa likes brandy and the way it hits her lips. She's a rock and roll survivor with pendulum hips. She's got deep brown eyes that have seen it all. Working at a nightclub that was called the Avenue. The barman used to call her Little Lisa Looney Tune. She went on almost anyone. From the hard time living till the Chelsea days. From when her hair was sweet blonde till the day it turned grey. She said Lifegoeson. You got more than money and sense, my friend. You got heart and you go in your own way. Lifegoeson. What you don't have now will come back again. You got heart and you go in your own way. Like a map on their face. And Joey was an artist just living out a case. But his best work was his letters home. Extended works of fiction about imaginary success, when chorus girls and neon were his closest thing to friends. But to a writer, the truth is no big deal. And from the hard time living to the sleepless nights, and the black and blue body from the weekend fights, you'd say Lifegoeson. Got more than money and sense, my friend. You got heart, and you go in your own way. Lifegoeson. What you don't have now will come back again. You got heart, and you go in your own way. On my last night on earth, I wanna look to the sky, just breathe in the air and blink in the light. On my last night on earth, I pay a high price to have no regrets and be done with my life. Lifegoeson. Got more than money and sense, my friend. You got heart, and you go in your own way. Lifegoeson. What you don't have now will come back again. You got heart, and you go in your own way. Lifegoeson. Got more than money and sense, my friend. You got heart, and you go in your own way. Lifegoeson. What you don't have now will come back again. You got heart, and you go in your own way.
Oi, you're listening to Absolute Radio. The £1,000 mixtape. You can win £1,000 a day. To win the cash, just identify the clips of the songs that you can hear on our lovely radio stations. The station you're listening to now is Absolute Radio.
If you have a chip in your windscreen, make just one call direct to Autoglass. We're the experts. We can usually repair that chip for free if you fully comp, and it won't affect your no-claims bonus.
Call Autoglass directly on 0800 234 234 or book online at autoglass.co.uk.
Autoglass repair, Autoglass replace.
Is there anything better than messing about in boats? Peacefully poodling in the middle of nowhere, with only your thoughts for company and not a soul in the world to interrupt you. Or, heaven forbid, lend a hand if you get into a spot of bother. Which is why Honda Marine engines are the very same engines we put into our Jazz. Engines with a VTEC system that has never once sputtered, failed, or broken down. Good to know when you're splashing about 5 miles off the Isle of Wight.
Why not visit your local dealer for a pootle in the Honda Jazz and discover how everything we do goes into everything we do. Prices from £9,995.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Charades, pop skill, water, high and sound. Named by a poet, imitation of life.
Okay, so on Thursday's show, there's a world premiere of a brand new play, written by me, thank you, based on this show. It's based on a true story, but some quite amazing things happen. It stars myself, stars Eloise, and a whole cast of others. But I've written a part that requires a Northern Irish accent, and I haven't got anyone to play it. So we're looking for someone who can do a Northern Irish accent. Now, ideally, I'd like someone to act the part, so an English person or a Scottish or whatever, not someone from Northern Ireland. I don't know why. It may be slightly racist. Could be doing an Andy Gray here. We don't know. We've got Stephen from the Isle of Man. Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Ian.
Now, you are from Northern Ireland, but you don't live in Northern Ireland.
No, so I was hoping I could appeal during the nice hour.
Oh, I forgot. I do forget it's the nice hour. I must go. Okay, interesting. We've got Other Dean. Hello, Other Dean.
Hello, mate.
Now, you're not Northern Irish in the slightest?
I'm not in the slightest, mate.
Okay, you have no connection with Northern Ireland?
Absolutely not.
Yet you claim you can do a Northern Irish accent?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Eloise is going to be helping me here. Are you the producer? I can't remember. I think you're the producer, I'm the director, or something like that. We had some nonsense conversation. Okay.
Hang on. Yes. Are you deciding out of just these two? Because we've got about 4 other people that want to try.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Oh. Look at you casually swigging from the... I might start bringing a bottle of water to work. Or a flask of tea.
But it's good, right? I fill this whole bottle and my aim is to finish it by the end of the day. Then I know I've drank all my 8 glasses or whatever it is I'm going to drink.
Wow, that's almost interesting. Okay, well, I tell you what we'll do is we'll get rid of one of these. Hello, I'm talking to you, lady.
Yeah.
No, not you, lady. That lady. We'll get rid of one of these now.
I was looking at the phone.
Don't worry about whoever's calling in can wait. We don't need that loser. Or that loser. Go and get those. I'll get rid of one of these. Okay, Stephen.
Yes.
I don't want to give away too much of the plot, but basically you are going to be a Northern Irish radio presenter.
Okay.
So I'd like to hear you improvise, if you could, the part of a Northern Irish radio presenter. Stephen, away you go.
Okay, good afternoon. You're listening to 98.7 Ulster FM. I'm your host for today. We've got the guest Iain Lee, former presenter of the 11 o'clock show and now host of his own late-night radio phone-in show. Hello, Iain. How are you?
It doesn't really sound very much like a Northern Irish accent, Stephen.
Really? Do you need it a little bit harder, a little bit edgier?
Give it a bit harder and a bit edgier, yeah.
You mean a bit like that, Iain? A bit like that?
Oh! Stephen, now we're talking. Come on, give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Right, Iain, we've got you on the show here because we want to get your views on a number of matters relating to Northern Ireland and the province in general. As you're aware, we've recently become a very peaceful nation, as we were a nation at war. Iain, do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. I'd be interested, Stephen, if you could say the Troubles in a Northern Irish accent.
What, do you mean the Troubles?
Oh, Stephen. Dean, Other Dean, you're going to have to do well to beat that, mate.
Well, to beat someone from Northern Ireland, it's a bit of a challenge, isn't it?
Well,
really?
but the thing is, the first accent was a little bit right. His proper accent, a bit rubbish. But he just turned it up to 11
he's
there.
Got slightly advantage as he's born there, you know.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Do you think Al Pacino was born in the days of Shakespeare, yet he played Macbeth or Hamlet or one of them, like, brilliantly, didn't he?
The Demon of the Shrew.
He played the shrew perfectly in that film.
Good point, well made.
So, Other Dean, I'm afraid your argument doesn't stand up. No, so let's hear your accent.
But the accent, mate, you know, sometimes you get aggressive, Northern Irish, and it can get quite irate, like the Reverend Ian Paisley, right? And he gets very aggressive at the same time when he talks about the Troubles. So, an argument, Ian,
Eloise,
for me, peace.
Yes.
Peace in Northern Ireland is what we all want, as long as it's our version of peace.
Okay, I can see. Eloise, they're both good.
Oh, well...
Okay, right, the Other Dean, give us 20 seconds so that Eloise can hear. Away you go.
Right. Firstly, Eloise, I don't think you should be working with this guy. He doesn't play enough Snow Patrol.
Hang on a minute. I'll stop you there.
Snow Patrol are from Northern Ireland.
That was rubbish what you just did then, compared to what you did a minute ago.
Okay, I'll do it aggressively then. So is that better for you?
That's better,
Is that what you want? You want someone aggressive now?
See, that's not bad. Now listen to Stephen. Stephen's real accent is rubbish, but when he ramps it up to 11, give us 11, Stephen.
Right, first of all, I think Dean should hang up the phone and go home because his accent's not only poor, it's rubbish, it's an excuse, And do you know what? I think he's only embarrassing himself and his country coming on this radio and trying to talk like me. I mean, Dean, seriously, wise up and go away.
Stephen, say purr again.
Purr.
Oh, Eloise, I'm going to leave it to you.
Oh, no. Okay, well, Stephen is quite clearly superior, but he is actually Northern Irish.
Stephen, speak in your normal voice.
My normal voice is like this, but that's the slightly more cultured sort of side.
So that's posh Northern Irish.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
That's pin. No, hang on, pnai. Eloise, it's your... As producer, it's your call.
What's the role of this person again?
They're an Irish radio presenter. That's
Okay.
all I'm going to say, because I don't want to give away too much. Because if I do this, then Scott Mills will be doing this tomorrow.
I do like how Stephen says purr.
Purr.
I'm sorry, other Dean. I'm going to go for Stephen. But it's not that he's not won it yet.
But he's through to the next round.
Yeah.
Other Dean, goodbye.
Cheers.
There we, oh, didn't he take that well?
He did. It makes me feel like I've given it to the wrong person.
Stephen, are you around Thursday evening if we need you?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, listen, we've got you, Eloise, we've got his details.
No.
Can I say one more
Why
thing?
would I have took them now?
I thought you might have done when you called him back.
Why would I have? Because I'm only going to take the details of the person that wins.
Well, don't you call these people back?
Yeah.
And you do it so nicely.
They're automatically on there, though.
And you do it nicely.
Oh, yeah, we forgot we're on this house.
It's really hard to do it every week.
We need, like, signs put up.
All right, next week I'm going to bring in, like, peace, love signs, and we're going to just have nice vibes. Stephen, yes, you want to say one more thing, sir?
I was just going to say, the way you like the word purr, there's another word you might enjoy that we say in this accent.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Situation.
Oi! Oh, if he gets the job, I'm putting the phrase "pure situation" into the script. Eloise, we'll take your details, Stephen. Stay there. Do you think you can do better than that? Oh, it's tough. It's a tough one. Speaking of tough ones, it's Barry from Watford. Believe you had a tough one tonight, Barry.
I would like to go to Stormont and have power sharing.
Sorry, you're right. You had an accident.
I would like Martin McGuinness and the power sharing and the Stormont executive.
All right, calm down, Barry. Are there any landmarks? Can you tell us where you are? Because we can call an ambulance on the other line.
I would like the power sharing.
Okay, I'm going to get an ambulance on the other line, Barry. Try and sit down. Is there a street sign near you or a pub?
I'm entering the competition.
Oh, you're doing the Northern Irish.
I would like Martin McGuinness and the power sharing executive.
I thought you'd, anyway, okay. But Barry, you don't need to. You're in the play already.
What am I playing?
Well, you're playing a doddery old git who's very, very close to death from just north of London.
Oh, it's a stretch. I'll see what I can...
Yes, I'm speaking now. Your part isn't integral, but it does pad the play out for a couple of minutes. So, in that respect, quite useful.
Well, I'm supposed to stay up for 11:30 to do that.
Yes, please.
Well, what's in it for me?
I let you come on the radio a bit more.
A bit more?
Well, basically, if you don't do it, I will ban you, and I will make a fake email address like barry.watford@gmail.com, and I'll send emails to steve.wright@bbc.co.uk that are racially offensive, and he'll think it's you, and you'll get the sack.
Right, you, never mind Keys and Drake, you've been ageist. You've been ageist.
So what?
I'm disgusted.
So what? What are you going to do?
I'm going to flipping send you an email with a rude word on it.
It'll get filtered out, I won't see it. Unless you put a gap between each of the letters, then I will see it.
I'll put it in the post so I know where you live.
You don't. I've moved.
No, I don't know where you live, but I'll find out.
How?
I will speak to Eloise.
She doesn't know where I live.
I've got the ear of Eloise. It's under the floorboard.
Good old Ian Morris joke, yes. Okay. So, yes. Yes. Anyway, Barry.
A man, Simon from Swansea, come all the way to see me doing a gig tonight.
Oh, he wanted to come into the studio tonight, and I said no. Okay.
He come all the way from Swansea, and Cougar Pammy was there.
Oh, she's got the right pair on her. Whoa, she's an Aussie girl.
Oh,
Whoa.
she was sat on the front row with
Whoa.
them legs.
Bet she was.
I
Had the
was
legs, did
looking-
she? Whoa.
Oh, I was looking straight into the new year. Lovely. Her legs. Her legs.
Her
What
legs.
a lovely
Whoa.
couple.
Whoa.
So nice to see them together. Now.
No, because Andy Gray got the sack.
Well, let me tell you something.
Please do.
Hello?
Hello?
It's all... Yes.
Okay, go on,
It's
your
all
turn.
very well.
Yes.
I'm not going to defend sexism, right?
No.
I won't defend it.
No, but...
Maxie Rodriguez was offside. It's all very well saying she done on the offside rule. Not from the initial pass, but from when he shot a goal, one was offside. Wake up, you dozy cow. Hello? So get me banned.
So you'll be in the play on Thursday, then?
Yes, all right.
Thank you, Barry.
Good night, listeners. Good night.
Can I just say, in case anybody wants to get me the sack, we were joking. We're being satirical, I think is the phrase to use. I'm not going to make it to February, am I? Oh, balls.
Absolute Radio is our name.
Absolute Radio.
Come on, Richie, no need to kid me. I can see you.
You what? We all have good intentions to be good to ourselves in the new year, but it doesn't always work out. So we thought we'd be good to you. We've teamed up with British Gas to give away some brilliant prizes on the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show next week. But what you win depends on how many questions you get right. You and a friend could be off to the cinema for the night, or off to see where those films are made. Hollywood.
Play my rewards quiz with British Gas all next week.
The Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show. Weekday mornings from 6 on Absolute Radio.
When John was driving his car along the open road, somebody crashed into the back and knocked him right out cold. But it wasn't his fault. He didn't do no wrong.
If you've been injured in a road accident that wasn't your fault, call BGR Bloomer on 0800 1 777 999 because you could get compensation. BGR Bloomer 0800 1 777 999.
Daddy, can you read me a bedtime story?
No problem, Poppet. I'll read you one from my favourite book. The all-new Screwfix catalogue.
Huh?
What a read it is. Packed with 1,000 new products and loads of great deals. Like this Hitachi 18-volt combi drill with 2 batteries for just $79.99. Saving £50.
Daddy?
Get your free copy of the new Screwfix catalogue now at your local Screwfix or see screwfix.com.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
We're still looking for someone with a Northern Irish accent or someone who can do a Northern Irish accent to be part of our play on Thursday. And Q's, what's the longest one you've ever stood in for? And was it worth it? Probably not.
I wish I could swim like dolphins can swim. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them, but
033 123 1215. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio here with Eloise. Let's go to Nick in Liverpool. Hello, Nick. Ah, that was Nick. I can hear him. Can he hear us? Let's try again. Nick.
Hello.
Hello, Nick. You're there.
Sorry about that. How's just the loo?
You really?
Yes, really.
I know
yes.
you've been on hold for a long time. Number one,
yes,
number one, or number
very
two?
long. Yes. So.
Okay, let's not dwell on that subject matter. It's good to have you on, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, we were talking about earlier. You've not really mentioned it much about queuing up for nightclubs.
Well, I throw these topics out, and it turns out that no one actually gives a stuff about the topics. And when people do respond to them, like you have done, Nicholas, it makes my heart sing with joy.
Oh, please call me Nick. We're friends.
Oh, does Nicholas sit uncomfortable with you?
Yes, it is. It brings up all sorts of memories.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm intrigued. I won't push, but I'm intrigued.
Right, no, don't go there.
No, I won't go there, but I might go there a little bit. But no, okay, go on.
Okay, well, I was queuing up for a nightclub about last Halloween. Well, it's more of a wine bar, really.
Yes.
And I had a few drinks beforehand.
Does it remind you of prison?
Not prison, no.
Okay.
No, not prison.
Okay.
More University Hall's residence 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't like... I sort of liked halls, but I was very lonely in them.
Oh, I found it a bit... I wasn't lonely, but it was more in your face. It was a bit much, really.
In your face? You mean... Are we talking about drugs and sex?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But,
and that reminds you... So when people call you Nicholas, that reminds you of having drugs and sex?
Oh, my halcyon days, yeah.
Okay, Nick. And so you'd rather not remember having sex. I know that feeling. I'm there. I'm that age as well now, so...
Yes. So am I. I'm pushing 40.
What are you, 38?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm 38 this year, Nick, and I'm dreading it.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a terrible time. Right.
I cried
Anyway,
when I turned 30.
Sorry?
I wept like a baby when I turned 30.
Oh, I didn't. Not a great time.
Oh, I mean, I was off my face. That's probably why I was crying, but I wept like a baby.
Right.
Well, we've exposed a lot of ourselves to each other in the few short minutes we've spoken. We've not even got onto what you were going to phone in about.
Well, I'd had a few beers on a road on the way up to the club, and I bought myself a can of a popular carbonated drink.
Okay.
To, shall we say...
drink?
Well, soft drink.
Yes, yes, but you bought it to, shall we say, drink?
To drink, yes.
Have you ever killed anyone, Nick?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay. You just have the voice of a killer.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I haven't got the body of a killer.
Not yet, under the floorboards. Okay. So,
no, anyway... Well,
you bought some fizzy pop?
A fizzy pop, anyway. Yeah. I was trying to rehydrate myself before I went into this place.
As you would do, yes.
And I felt the dire need after about 30 minutes queuing to use a lavatory.
Yes.
So I relieved myself into the empty can.
Ooh.
At the same time, the place was raided.
Ah.
And I was arrested.
Ooh. What for? For weeing in a can?
Possession of cannabis.
They can arrest you for that, can they?
Yeah, it's a terrible joke, and I shouldn't have bothered with it, really.
Ah, it was a joke.
Yes.
Let's just have a moment's silence for that joke that passed away there.
Tumbleweed, I think, is possible.
Let's go to Dave on the mobile. Hello, Dave.
How are you doing there, Mr. Lee?
He waited, Eloise, he waited 35 minutes for that.
Aww.
Oh, do you feel sorry for him?
I thought the joke was quite funny.
Did he tell you the joke before he came on?
No.
First of all, he was a bit weird.
He didn't seem weird when I spoke to him.
Because he was weird then, wasn't he?
Yeah.
They talking very... Dave, turn your radio. What have we just turned your radio on for?
I was just checking you were talking to me, like, you know.
Well,
you can hear him on the phone.
You can hear me. I'm talking to you.
I don't... My apologies there.
Okay. If that's your Northern Irish accent... Can you do a Northern Irish accent, Eloise? It's a hard one to do. All I can do is, I can do one thing. I can go, Eiffel Tower!
Will you give me something to say?
Say Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
No, not you, Eloise. Eiffel Tower! You say tar instead of tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower! That's all I can say.
That's a hard one to say. Give me like a sentence.
Coming up later on the show, we'll be talking about spoons.
Coming up later on the show, we'll be talking about spoons.
See, you say spoons. Spawns. Spawns. You say that well. The rest of it it's a hard one to do.
I can't do it.
Coming up on the rest of the show, we'll be talking about spoons.
A bite.
It's a bite, and they say film. Well, we're talking about film 4.
I don't like it. They say film.
I like the way they say film. Dave, I'm not talking to you yet.
They had an extra...
Film. Film.
Extra syllables.
It reminds me, they used to say it a lot on Why Don't You? You don't remember Why Don't You, do you?
Vaguely.
Why don't you, sitting at home watching TV, turn it off, it's no good to me. Why don't you just switch off television instead, go do something less piss boring instead?
I remember it less after you've sung it.
Wow, I've erased a little bit of your memory. That's amazing. My voice is like a magnet to a cassette. Dave, what have you got for us?
Hang on, do cassettes erase magnets?
No, magnets erase cassettes.
Oh, that's... That is what I meant.
Yes, they do, don't they?
I did not know that. That's amazing.
Okay, tomorrow I'll bring in a cassette. If you can bring in a magnet, and we'll make them.
Where do I get a magnet from? Do people sell them nowadays?
I don't know. Can you, Dave?
What's that?
Can you still get magnets?
You can get magnets and almost any hardware store, pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm liking the fact he's doing this whole...
He could be quite a comical Northern Irish.
It's only like one...
That's exactly it, Eloise. You know, you don't want something that's spot on, do you? You want something that's got a bit of character to it. Someone who's putting real passion behind it, but he's not quite hitting the chords. You know what I'm saying? But the passion's there from the belly. That's the point of it.
Eloise, I've
You're
taken...
not looking for an impersonation. You're not looking for perfection.
Dave, shut up. Eloise, I've taken it on myself. I've crossed Stephen off, and I'm about to write Dave down.
Okay.
You happy with that?
Yeah, I'll agree.
Dave, do you have an email address? Don't give it to us now, but do you have one?
I've got an email address, as long as you're not promising to send me anything dirty, you know what I mean?
No. And are you free 11:30 on Thursday night?
I suppose I could clear my diary for that time,
Okay, Dave, well, stay on the line. Eloise will take your details, but I think Kate wants to have a go as well.
Yeah.
Do you, Kate? Hello, Kate?
Hi. Hi.
Hello, Kate, you're a girl.
Hello.
Hello.
My name's Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Hi.
Whereabouts in North London are you from?
I'm from, near Camden, near Highgate.
Well, you say near Camden, near Highgate. What, Hampstead? Are you Hampstead? Muswell Hill?
Like Kentish Town.
Kentish Town?
But a nicer part.
Do you know there is a fish shop there called, what was it called? Something Place, but they spelt Place Place. They've not named it after the fish. It's next to the Kentish Town Forum.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
I did not know that.
You should notice it. It's next to the Bull and Gate.
That out next time.
Please check it out.
Depends what part you live in, because if you don't live on that Highgate Road, you would never notice that.
No, I live near the Kentish Town High Street.
Oh, okay. So you'd know Flapjacks?
Yeah, I do. It's near that weird hairdresser, isn't it?
It is near the weird hairdresser.
They have raves there.
They do have little parties there. And of course, Kate, how old are you?
I'm 15.
Okay, then we won't mention that one. So, Kate, you want to have a go at the Northern Irish accent, do you?
Well, I was going to showcase my Northern Irish accent, but then I realised it was awful.
Oh, do it!
Come on, Kate, do it.
Bad.
Come on.
Okay.
You've heard me.
All right. Hello there. What's your name?
Kate, that was funny.
Oh, you were right, Kate. That is awful.
It is awful.
Say, okay.
Very poor.
Say, we're watching a film about spoons on the Eiffel Tower.
We're watching a film about spoons on the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, God, you remind me of my wife. Not because she's 15, that would be inappropriate, but because when she does accents, they're as bad as that. They sound exactly like that.
That sounds Liverpudlian.
I thought for a moment it was quite good.
Oh, God, no! Kate,
you
listen.
broke that 15-year-old's heart, Ian.
I know, but I can fix it. Kate, Dave, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm still here.
Okay, Dave, there's no one else, Eloise. I think Dave should get the part.
Oh, no, I have still got others.
How many others have you got?
I've probably got 3 more.
Okay, Dave, you're number 1 on the list so far.
Well, I hope it stays that way, Mr. Lee. I've been practicing for at least 17 or 18 minutes for this gig, you know.
Okay. And Kate, I'm going to put you down as number 5, standby. So if 4 people in front of you die, then you get the part.
All right, that's not bad.
That's not bad, is it?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it's going to be risking, hoping that 4 people die in front of you, but... so that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Kate, thank you for calling. Call again.
Bye.
Dave, you have got my secret wink. I'm hoping you get the part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you recognise talent when you see it.
I certainly do, young man. I certainly do. But listen, Eloise has got these other losers queued up. Okay, so we'll what's the word I'm looking for?
Goes with emotions, is it?
Yeah, but there's a word for that. We'll not patronise. We'll
pay lip service to.
It's that, but there's one word.
Yeah, it's a more succinct way of saying it. I can't think of it right now.
We'll play along. 2 words, and we'll play along, and we'll. But Dave, you're number 1 in my book. Okay.
You're number 1 in mine, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, sir. Stay there, and Eloise will take your email details. 0330 123 1215. Not a bad show today. I turn up thinking, I don't know how to do this anymore. I've forgotten how to do it, but I think we're getting there. Cues, Northern Irish accents, and the squits. You wouldn't get that on 5 Live, would you?
I know it's not your time yet, but I see you coming over the hill. Blaming everything on me, is it the way you get your kicks and your thrills? You should spare a little time for your mind and then your body and soul. You act a little crazy, but I know you've got it under control. And this is me trying to be kind, I want you to know. This whole banging on the roof and stomping on the floor's getting old. Let's come to an agreement, there's no need to get the police involved. A minor little headache can be cured by a little resolve. And this is me trying to be kind, I want you to know. You seem to pardon all my favors now. So good! I'm a sober boy, and you're a lonely girl. So let's give it up and stay above each other's worlds. Is there any need in bringing in the pictures for a bit of a scare? I've had so many hidings in the city that they stop being rare. And this is me trying to be kind, I want you to know. You seem to pardon all my favors now. So down! I'm a sober boy, and you're a lonely girl. So let's give it up and stay above each other's worlds. I'm a sober boy, and you're a lonely girl. So let's give it up and stay above each other's worlds. Let's make our peace. Standing one line, or hold on to these grudges for time. So down! I'm a sober boy, and you're a lonely girl. So let's give it up and stop living in each other's worlds. 'Cause I'm a sober boy, and you're a lonely girl. So let's give it up and stop caring about this wicked girl.
The station you're listening to now is Absolute Radio.
Come on, Richie, no need to kid me. I can see you.
You what?
We all have good intentions to be good to ourselves in the new year, but it doesn't always work out. so we thought we'd be good to you. We've teamed up with British Gas to give away some brilliant prizes on the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show next week. But what you win depends on how many questions you get right. You and a friend could be off to the cinema for the night, or off to see where those films are made. Hollywood.
Play my rewards quiz with British Gas all next week.
The Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show, weekday mornings from 6 on Absolute Radio.
When John was driving his car along the open road, somebody crashed into the back and knocked him right out cold. But it wasn't his fault. He didn't do no wrong.
If you've been injured in a road accident that wasn't your fault, call BGR Bloomer on 0800 1 777 999 because you could get compensation. BGR Bloomer 0800 1 777 999.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
God is this moment. 21st century's yesterday. You can care all you want. Everybody does, yeah, that's okay. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. My kind. I need you tonight, 'cause I'm not sleeping. There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat. I'm lonely. What do you think? Can't think at all. What you gonna do? Gonna live my life. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You are my kind. I need you tonight, 'cause I'm not sleeping. There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat. So hard to feel. I'm lonely. What do you think? Can't think at all. What you gonna do? Gonna live my life. What do you think? I'm lonely. What do you think? Can't think at all. What you gonna do? Gonna live my life. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. So slide over here and give me a moment. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind.
Ah, dear, we're rattling through this at a fair pace. Eloise, I don't know if your friends are listening or something. We've had a lot of texts saying, "Oh, you should shut up here and let Eloise listen." There's one here. Hang on, let me just find this. There's been about 4 or 5 this evening. Hi, Eloise. Tell Iain that you need to be on the air more. I tune into his show just to listen to you. From Craig.
I don't know a Craig.
Well, he might be using a different name.
Oh.
And that's the thing these people do.
I'm sure it's only my friends that like me on here. So.
I'm sure it must be. Ha! Indeed. Okay, I believe we have the last 2 people who want to do the Northern Irish accent. Sorry?
I was voted, I got like 5 votes out of, and you only got 3 of why they listened to the show.
That was nonsense. It doesn't count for anything. That was a nice giggle. These are the last 2?
Yeah.
Let's rattle through these, because to be honest, Dave's my man. Andrew!
All right, mate, how are we doing?
We're doing very well. How are you, fella?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? You've been unwell recently,
Well, I had a bit of a stomach bug yesterday, and I'm sitting here, and my stomach's feeling a little bit queasy again, but I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not really eating anything, you know.
Anyway, you want to eat something, though?
I do want to... Hang on a minute. Hal, is that you?
Hello, yes, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Shut up. I'm talking to Andrew for a minute.
All right.
Thank you.
He sounds like he's actually from Northern Ireland, though.
He's not. He's from... where are you from, Hal?
All over, actually.
There we go, you see.
He started early.
He's a Cockney rebel, and he's... Well, OK, let's get gloves off, sleeves rolled up. Let's cut to the chase.
Okay.
Andrew?
Yep.
What have you got?
Well, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
We were watching a film about spoons on the Eiffel Tower.
We're watching a film about spoons on the Eiffel Tower.
It's weird, because there are bits of that are brilliant, and then there were some bits that sounded like you were being Jamaican or something.
Yeah, well, all right, I'll tell you a good sentence to say in a Northern Ireland accent.
Yeah.
Can you see the chicken in the mirror?
OK, go on. How's practicing? Go on then, Andrew, let's hear it.
Can you see the chicken in the mirror?
Right, that was awful. How?
It was awful.
It was awful.
Can you see the chicken in the mirror?
Can you see that chicken in the mirror?
No, that was worse.
Mirror was good.
Mirror.
Could you say mirror?
I think the word you were looking for earlier was humour. You wanted the humour.
Thank you very much, Hal.
You just want to give it to this fella Dave.
I do want to give it to
That makes me angry.
I thought Dave was excellent.
I didn't hear him, actually.
He was... Well, Hal, if you think you can do better, mate, then let's hear it.
Well, I'll just doing my best here, you know. It's just like a good... whoever gets a job right, they just need to say the word H. Because if you're Catholic, you say H, and if you're Protestant, you say H. So that kind of gives away what religion they are. Another good word, society. Society.
Society.
Society.
Society.
And the parish executive.
Society.
And like my name, Hoyle. Like people from Northern Ireland, they have real trouble saying names like Hoyle and how are you. If it's got an H at the beginning, it's a real problem for them. And by the way, it's Northern Ireland. It's not Northern Ireland.
You're
it's
right.
Northern Ireland.
Listen,
Norn.
You're both
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. I was watching a film about Northern Ireland in the mirror.
And how's the crack? What's the crack?
This the crack.
How's the bite you? That's another phrase to say.
Okay, listen.
Wise up, wee man. Okay, just wise up.
Wise up.
Lads, calm down.
Okay.
How?
Yes.
How come you know so much about this? Have you got Northern Irish family?
Well, I lived there for 5 years.
Okay. Well, listen, you're both of you.
I don't mind if this fella Dave gets it. Don't worry.
Dave's got it. Both of you have shown excellent bits, but then you kind of just let it slip every now and then. Andrew more so, but
yeah, I did badly, to be fair.
I'm better if I have people from Northern Ireland around me. You know, then I put on the accent.
And we wouldn't be able to.
How are you? That's very good. Very good, Andy.
Hi, yeah.
How are you?
It would be difficult for us to get Northern Ireland people around you, Hal, just for this few lines in the play.
Well, I see that. Anyway, I'm working Thursday, so that's okay. Good luck to the big man, you know.
Thank you very much. Andrew, good effort. I appreciate it.
All right, mate.
You had a good go. Thank you very much for trying.
Well, get well soon, mate.
Thank you very much. I will do my best. There we go. It looks like Dave is going to be the mysterious Northern Irish character, a.k.a. Stephen Nolan, in the play on Thursday. It's going to be a humdinger. It could be a stinker. What we'll do is we're going to do the play on Thursday with its special guest cast, and then you can phone in as the critics and give us your reviews. So if you want to review it in a slightly pretentious Baz Bamigboyne type way, then Thursday night is the night to do that. Or you can maybe email them in and we might read out some of the first night reviews. It's exciting. Yeah. Dave, the killer. Hello, Dave.
You all right, Ian?
I'm all right, Dave.
Yeah, I was looking over the script, and
you're in it, are you?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay. You're auditioning number 2.
Auditioning number 2. I wanted a bigger part.
Sorry?
I've looked over it, and I'm only in it like twice. Yeah, I thought I'd be worthy of a bigger part.
Ooh. Well, without giving away too much, you've got. I'm talking to you. You've got a part with one of the greatest, most loved characters from the show.
Who's that?
You were in it with Barry, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. I take your point.
It's only a small part. I thought, this was my big break.
Well, if you notice Millie's part, I've let her make some of it up because I couldn't be bothered to write it.
Yeah, she looks like she's only in it, like, once.
Yeah, your part's bigger than Millie's. Depends how long I let her sing for.
Yeah, well, maybe I can just freestyle it when I get on there, eh?
No, you can't. You're actually going to have to. No, you're actually going to have to
stick to the procedure.
The scripts, yes.
Yeah,
but Dave,
right.
There's no.
I've got a topic.
Hang on a minute. Calm down. There is no such thing as a small part. Only, I wish I could remember the rest of that quote.
I'm on the biggest show on radio.
You're on the biggest show on radio, exactly. So you stick with it, young man. You can easily be replaced as well.
All right.
So, David, you got a topic for us?
Yeah, well, on Friday, I come out of my mate's house with my brother.
Yeah.
Saw some bloke walking around, like there's a little green bit outside my mate's house.
Yeah.
My brother's gone, who's that?
Yeah.
And he's followed the geezer. I said, no, he's just walking his dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's picked up a brick and he's put the brick through my brother's window.
This geezer?
Yeah, this geezer.
Yeah.
So, like, I was just thinking, a topic, have you caught someone doing something that they don't want you to see them doing?
So, hang on, what did he not want you to see? Was he doing something?
Well, we just come out of my mate's house.
Yeah.
After playing a bit of Call of Duty.
Yeah, of course.
And we just see the bloke, like, the silhouette, because it was sort of getting dark.
Yeah.
And then he just picked up a brick, put it through my brother's window.
But why would he do
chased
that,
him.
Dave?
I don't know. But then it turns out my brother knew him.
Oh, God.
But I don't know the ins and outs of it.
Hang on a minute. Now, okay. I'm going to ask you...
found the geezer jumped in a bush.
Yes.
We chased him. We jumped in a bush. He was hiding.
Yeah.
And then we found him in the bush.
Give him a good hiding?
We spoke to him about... we didn't use our mouse when we spoke to him, but we spoke to him.
Oh, God.
And, yeah, then it turned out, when it sort of got face-to-face, that my brother knew who the bloke was, and, yeah.
What had your brother done to warrant this attack on his window?
I don't know. I think the bloke's on... he's on some stuff, and maybe he didn't know whose van it was.
Okay,
and,
okay, Dave. Dave. I think I know what's going on here.
What?
This.
Well, tell me.
I'm going to tell you. What you're saying is an indirect threat to me, isn't it?
A threat?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
This is totally different.
Listen, I feel threatened, therefore it's a threat.
My name's David Killer, Ian, but,
What you're saying is, if I don't big up your part, you're going to put a brick through my window and then beat me up in a bush.
I don't know where you live, Ian. I don't live too far from Oswald. I'll be straight with you there.
That sounds very...
I don't know where you live.
That sounds very threatening, Dave.
No, I'm not threatening you. It's just a topic. It's just a topic.
Oh, that sounds even more threatening, Dave.
It's just a topic, Ian.
Oh, jeez. Have you ever heard anything as terrifying as Dave saying, it's just a topic, Ian? That was spooky, huh? That was very, very spooky. Genuinely quite afraid there. Let's go to... is it Rudd or Rude?
Rudd.
Hey, Rudd, you're in India. We spoke
Rudd.
briefly the other day, but time was against us. We have a little bit of time now. How the bloody hell are you?
I'm alright, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, fine. How's India? Hot?
It's actually quite chilly here.
Oh, I like chilly India. I do like a bit of India. Nice.
Anyway, just want to see, the band the other day?
The what, sorry?
The band the other day.
Oh, yeah, the band that came in, Super Uber Ultra.
Good, weren't they?
They were excellent.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely excellent, yes. We may get them in again at some point. They were very nice lads, and I thought it added something to the show.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just hi, and been listening to the podcast.
Yes. Yes. Come on, spit it out, Rod. You can do it.
Wait, I had something else to say. This is really annoying.
What's annoying? Come on.
Nothing.
What?
Well, I can't remember what I was going to say.
Have you forgotten?
I have forgotten.
Oh, you're joking? You've called the way from India?
I have, yeah. Maybe it's 6 in the morning.
I'll tell you what, shall I play a record, then we'll come back to you and see if you can remember?
All right, groovy.
Okay, we'll give it a go, and it's not going to remember, is it?
Never thought that the cracks would begin to show. We both know love is not that easy. I wish I'd known that it would be this hard to to be alone. Please come home. The loveless nights, they seem so long. I know that I'll hold you someday. Until you come back where you belong. It's just another lonely Sunday. Is this the end of a love that has just begun? I always hoped that the best it was yet to come. So please come back, don't you leave me. We're both so young, I know you need me too. And there'll always be times like these. The loveless nights, they seem so long. I know that I'll hold you someday. But till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday. Maybe we'll see that we were wrong if ever we look back one day. Till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday. If you don't come back tomorrow, I'll be left here in the cold. If you don't come back tomorrow, I'll go. The loveless nights, they seem so long. I know that I'll hold you someday. But till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday. And maybe we'll see that we were wrong if ever we look back one day. But till you come back where you belong, it's just another lonely Sunday.
Nearly at the end of the song, will Rod have remembered what he called in for? Also got Will too and Harry. All this before Mark Crosley, Stills and Nash comes on at 1 o'clock. I'm riding the fader. Rudd.
Yep.
Have you remembered?
Yep.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about, brother.
I'll say something else.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to, the Village Green Preservation Society.
We are the Village Green Preservation Society. God bless Manchu, hooray for old man variety. We are the Village Green. Yes, I was singing that just the other day, yes.
Oh, what a coincidence. Anyway, I learned the song. It's a good song, isn't it?
It's a good song. Is that what you remember? Is that what you were going to call in about?
No, I just decided to say something else so I didn't look like an idiot.
So you didn't remember what you called in about?
No. Well, really, I just called in to say hi.
Rudd?
Yep.
Goodbye.
Before I let you out of the cupboard, why don't we both listen to some more Absolute Radio? The £1,000 mixtape. You can win £1,000 a day. To win the cash, just identify the clips of the songs that you can hear on our lovely radio stations. The stations you're listening to now is Absolute Radio.
Sainsbury's Finance are offering personal loans at just 7.4% APR typical when you apply online. Who are you?
Bloke who does the legals, terms and conditions. Can I do them now?
OK.
On loans between £7,500 and £14,999. Rate for Sainsbury's shoppers with Nectar card swiped in store in the last 6 months. Conditions apply.
Finished?
Yep.
Go to sainsburysfinance.co.uk.
7.4% APR typical. That's great.
You've done your bit.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just seeing if we've got the Village Green on the system, because it's a bloody good song. It doesn't get played very often here, and I don't think we have. Let's have a look. I do that with my iPod, but I can't be bothered to get that out. There's Last of the... No, that's not really... Days Come Dancing, All Play Come Dancing, All Lose So Different, no. Let's play it. I'm in the mood for a Kink song now, so let's have... I can't remember what Shangri-La's like. Is Shangri-La any good? Let's have a listen. I'm just going to skip forwards a bit, see if I...
For 7 shillings a week. Same chimney pop.
Shangri-La's good, isn't it? I'm struggling to remember it. Eloise is giving me the thumbs up. We're having a bit of Shangri-La by the Kinks. Enjoy.
Now that you've found your paradise, this is your kingdom to command. You can go outside and polish your car, or sit by the fire in your Shangri-La. Here's your reward for working so hard. Gone are the lavatories in the backyard. Gone are the days when you dreamed of that car. You just want to sit in your Shangri-La. Put on your slippers and sit by the fire. You've reached your top and you just can't get any higher. You're in your place and you know where you are, in your Shangri-La. Sit back in your old rocking chair. You need not worry, you need not care. You can't go anywhere. Train got a mortgage hanging over his head, but he's too scared to complain, 'cause he's conditioned that way. Time goes by and he pays off his debts, got a TV set and a radio. For 7 shillings a week, same chimney pot, same little car, same window panes. The neighbors call to tell you things that you should know. They say their lines, they drink their tea and then they go. They tell your business in another Shangri-La. The gas bills and the water rates, the payments on the car. Too scared to think about how insecure you are. Life ain't so happy in your little Shangri-La. Shangri-La, Shangri-La, la, la.
Alan, for encouraging me to go through that. I'd forgotten that song. I couldn't quite remember it, and it was a humdinger.
I love the beginning part.
Let's have it again, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's not bother. But I like the Kinks. They're good. It's 2:45.
It sure is.
Mark Crosby, Stills and Nash is on at 1. Am I correct? Excellent stuff. And a 3-day week.
Yeah, not for me.
Nope.
I've got a 5-day week, and normally I have a 4-day week.
So me being sick has made extra work for you.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Bonus. Let's go to Will first. Hello, Will.
All right, mate.
All right, Will.
Long time no speak.
Yes.
Sorry?
I went, yes.
Oh, why like that?
Because you're speaking funny.
I'm not.
You sure are? You're speaking like you've got your chin on your chest.
Well, I had it on my arm a second ago.
Well, there you go. Close.
I kind of get bored of that song, so...
What do you mean you get bored of that song?
It changes every few seconds.
It's like 4 different songs.
It got boring.
What do you mean it got boring? What are you talking about?
I like the Kinks, don't get me wrong, but that song was pretty...
You're getting boring. You're pretty dull.
He's of the "you really got me going" generation of Kinks.
Yeah, well, you probably even like Come Dancing, all that nonsense.
No. Hate that crap.
Okay. Well, what's your favourite Kinks song?
Don't Mind Lola. Waterloo Sunset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The obvious ones, okay.
Yeah, but I can't remember, like, is it Tall Sally or something like that?
Tall Sally?
I don't know, something Long Tall Sally or something.
That's rubbish. That's not even a Kinks song, but they did it bad. They did it bad. They did a bad song badly.
I'm just naming songs, mate. Calm down.
Well, you're naming songs. You're very close to getting cut off.
Sorry. Look, I'm gonna be nice, sorry.
Okay, go
on. What was the Q thing? Has anyone said anything about the Q thing?
Yeah, someone said something about the Q thing.
Oh, what was it? What was the longest Q you've had so far?
Can of piss.
Huh?
What do you want?
What did you say?
Why are you why do you want to know what other people said? Why don't you just say what you want to say?
No, to see if mine was the longest queue or not.
Well, go on, tell us.
I think I waited 2 hours to go on a ride in Thorpe Park, I think it was.
That's quite a long queue. Harry's in Clapham. Hello, Harry.
Oh, you silly cow.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Harry?
Yeah?
Who's a silly cow?
Sorry?
Hello?
I thought I was on a bit earlier and you caught me unawares there.
You're on now, hence I was saying your name. Who's a silly cow?
Didn't say anyone was a silly cow.
Who?
Who said anyone was a silly cow? Ellen Louise, lovely person.
Ellen and Louise are both lovely. But who's a silly cow?
Did I say someone was a silly cow?
You did say someone was a silly cow, yes.
No, I was looking at the paper, but I ain't going to say anything.
No,
I was looking at the headlines of a paper, that's all.
Okay, the headlines of a paper.
And it might start with J and end in N, so you make your own conclusion, my friend.
Jan Leeming. Okay, right, yes.
I was going to say to you, I think everyone's probably said it. Like, Rodney Marsh got kicked off Sky Sport for saying something. What?
Jordan.
I ain't said. You said it, mate. I didn't say a word.
She's not a silly cow. She's I've enjoyed it. She's nice.
I never said it. You said it.
Okay, but you did. Say
yeah, I don't know what all the fuss is about her. To tell you the truth.
No.
You know.
No.
Her
boobs are too big.
How do you make so much money doing what she does? You know.
Now listen. The reason you're saying that, Harry, is because you are jealous.
Jealous of Jordan.
You're jealous. You're jealous of the amount of money she makes for seemingly little work. When actually she does quite a lot of work.
No. I just say.
Yeah.
I can't understand how people with no talent at all, which I can't see at all,
make a lot of money. Jealousy.
Make that
That's
sort
jealousy.
of money.
That's jealousy. That's jealousy, Harry. I'm jealous of the amount of money she makes. There's no shame in it. But then why have you brought it up? You brought it up.
No, you said about a silly cow.
No, you said about a silly cow.
I was just looking at a headline on the floor.
You said a silly cow. And then you said...
God, mate, you having a go at me now, aren't you?
No, I just want to focus on this.
I found out about Rodney Marsh.
We'll get there in a second. You said...
Kiss is your favourite group, isn't it?
No, you said silly cow, and it's the Monkeys. And you then got upset because she makes so much money when she's got no talent. But that sounds like jealousy.
No, I've never been jealous in my life.
But then why should you be bothered about how much money she makes?
I said that the point is, how can people with so little talent or no talent at all make so much money?
I know, exactly, and that's the point I'm addressing.
It was a comment, but it's not jealousy.
But we're having a conversation about that comment.
I'd rather be happy and poor rather than be
happy and rich,
wealthy and unhappy.
Do you know what I'd rather?
Happiness is the greatest. The greatest song ever written was by can't remember who wrote it, but Ken Dodd sang it.
Okay.
Happiness.
Harry.
If you're not happy,
Harry.
everything means nothing, mate.
Harry.
Yeah?
You say you'd rather be happy and poor. I would rather be happy and rich.
She's not.
Yeah, happy and rich is lovely.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be happy and poor rather than be unhappy.
Oh, I'd rather
and
be
rich.
I'd rather be rich and unhappy.
Would you?
Yes, totally.
Well, what's the point in living then, mate?
Go and get some decent antidepressants. You'll be fine. Sort yourself out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go and see a therapist. Not as bonkers
no, I'm
as
just
you.
saying. I was going to say about Rodney Marsh. He got sacked off Sky, didn't he?
I don't
Probably
know.
everyone's- And then 3 months later, he was working for whatever it was called.
I don't know.
Sport.
I don't
Talk
know.
Sport.
I don't know about Rodney Marsh. I don't particularly want to go there.
Yeah,
I don't particularly want to go there. Harry.
Go on, where do you want to go then?
I don't want to go there because I don't know the ins and outs of that, so I don't want to say something.
Well, I
that
do.
might-
It's again common knowledge.
Shut up! You're starting to get on my nerves now. Shut up! For
Go on,
legal
then.
reasons, I don't know that story, so I don't want to go there. All right?
Okay.
Now,
there's no problem there at all, my man.
Well, good.
And this Andy Gray,
Yes.
I think like 20-year-old joke about women that don't know the offside rule. That's been going for 20 years.
yeah, Andy Gray will be fine. He'll get a job. He'll get a job on.
Sort of pub
Harry, do you
talk,
listen?
innit?
Do you listen to people, or do you just keep talking all the time until they get really pissed off with you and they tell you to get stuffed?
Go on.
Do you listen to people?
Of course I do, but
You don't
I'm
know,
going
Harry,
on
because
for
you
about
keep
20...
talking. You're doing it now. You keep
Go on, then.
talking.
I said go on.
Thank you. I will. Andy Gray will be fine. He'll get a job on TalkSport. He'll get a job on ITV. He'll get a job somewhere, and he'll make an absolute fortune. By coincidence, he's also suing the News of the World for the alleged phone hacking, which is owned by... Who owns the News of the World, Harry?
Murdoch.
Exactly. Who owns Sky?
Murdoch.
There we go, you see. Have you joined the dots?
Hang on, what about women that say things about blokes in pubs? That is a common conversation. Women don't know the
So
offside
would
rule.
you like women to be sacked from pubs?
No, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of women say derogatory things about gentlemen like you and I.
Gentlemen.
I know you're a gentleman deep down.
I am a
You
gentleman.
have to dig deep though, but still.
Steady.
And they say things like that.
Yes.
They say
In
about
pubs?
a man's no good in bed, the appendage. They're going to sue everyone. You know, people say things in pubs all the time, and that was just a bit of banter over the phone, and it got recorded. Like Ron Atkinson with the old racist thing, his microphone was still on about Disali for Chelsea. And it was
But
a
that
racist
was
thing.
that was actually quite offensive what he said. Now again,
Yes, it was,
should he have got in trouble because it was supposedly an off-camera comment? Probably not, but it was certainly a lot worse, I think, what he said than what Gray and the baboon said. What was it? What,
It's a lot
Keys,
worse.
Richard
Yeah,
Keys.
yeah. Look, I've heard loads of blokes in the pub saying, "Oh, they wouldn't know the a load of blokes don't know the offside rule." Do you know the offside rule?
I don't know football, but I have a vague idea of the offside rule. It's to do with passing to someone who's ahead of a player of the other team or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long, you know.
I don't go into it because I'm not that bothered.
Okay, all right, mate. Don't worry. You like Kiss, didn't you?
They're all right. Although I've been thinking about it, I'm
I
going
thought
off
you
them.
love Kiss.
I'm going off them a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah.
They're still going, are they? I thought they were an old group that had finished.
Yeah. Well,
someone give you a poster once, because I remember listening to your show. To give you a big poster for a birthday present or Christmas or something.
They did, my agent. Well, thanks for calling, Harry.
Pardon?
There we go. So, I don't know why I found that so frustrating, but it was like suddenly I was back in John Lewis, and that woman was laughing at me. There was that, brought all that back. Eloise, excellent work tonight. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We'll come up with a theme for tomorrow's show. We have nothing as such, but we will come up with something at some point.
Oh, I thought you were going to say have it as a normal show.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that instead. Mark Crosley, Stills and Nash is up next. We're back tomorrow at 11. Ta-ta.